Hello and welcome to today's HiiT workout. I hope you're still with me on this progression journey through the difficulty of the HiiT workouts, and we're going to plateau at the moment and get you really nice and strong so we can eventually get on to the bigger exercises like burpees. So our First of all, we're going to do a good warm-up as we have done for the last two workouts, and this is to make sure that our knees, our tendons and our joints stay healthy. So first of all, on the spot, jogging, trying to just pick up the heels a little bit, try and tension through the glutes, draw in your tummy and stay high on the toes, warming up the feet and the ankles and the Achilles, and keep your knees pointing forwards and your toes pointing forwards. Let's jump a little bit from side to side. This warm-up is going to be very quick, so if you want to do a little bit more of a warm-up, there's a full one on my channel. Good. I want to keep these workouts nice and short for you guys. So if you need the full warm-up, then please head over to it on the channel. So some squats here, sitting back into your heels, sticking your bottom backwards. Great work. Drawing in your tummy. Brilliant. Nice wide squats. Opens out the hips. Warms up those adductors, the inner thigh. Brilliant. Side to side. Again, gives you a bit of an active stretch through that inner thigh. Brilliant. Good. Some hamstring stretches. Again, nice and active, sticking the heel forwards and your bottom backwards, like that. A few bum kicks. Good. Heels coming right up at the back. And a little stretch through the quads there. It's cooler today. For the first day in quite a while, it's been quite extreme. 30 degrees or so. Well done to anyone who continued exercising through that. It was very difficult. Hands on your head, lunging. Good. Keeping upright. Lovely. Pushing off that front leg. And then a few rotations to warm up the back, side to side. Good. And then down, stay down, one toe and then the other. Warms up the backs of the legs and the lower back. Lovely. Okay, so just need to get my watch on. All right, so the first exercise is going to be hands on the hips, and we're going to be going to the side and just a little bounce in the middle up on the toes. To the side and a little bounce like that. Jump. Jump, you allow your body to go forwards a little bit and your knees and your toes point right out to the side as you go outwards. You can bring the legs really wide and sink right down if you want to, depending on your fitness level and what you feel comfortable doing. Okay, so we have 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Go. Good. Make sure you come up in between. Tighten everywhere. Good. This is really good for the inner thighs and for the glutes. Make sure you take the weight back through the heels each time, drawing in through the tummy. Keep breathing. Let's have a look at the time. 2, 1. Brilliant. So as always, whenever we do any of those squatting, jumping exercises, we do a shoulder bridge in between. Gosh, it's nice to lie down. It's only morning. Curl up and back down for 30 seconds. Good. Pushing your knees away. And you'll feel that burning through the legs as you're doing these. Try and make sure you squeeze your glutes to push you up. This is the aim of this exercise, is to actively get your breath back, but also trying to use your glutes. In through your nose, out through your mouth, and then coming back up. Good. So still hands on your hips. And we're going to be doing the same thing again. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Anyone with any problems stopping them from jumping, you could just do some nice wide squats there, keeping them really nice and active. Good. Good, but you can hopefully protect your knees a little bit by the knees going straight out to the side. Well, not completely straight out to the side, 10 to 2. I would imagine 3, 2, 1. Good. So your shoulder bridges. By the way, the first exercise always feels difficult. It's because your heart and lungs haven't got going completely yet. Tucking under, curling up, pushing your knees away. There's something to be said for doing a much more active warm-up, maybe going out for a little jog or something like that, because your body will really feel ready for these workouts then. Make sure you're really squeezing your glutes. Tucking under, curling up, pushing the knees away. Breathe. Good, and that is it. We're coming back up. Last one of these exercises. Good. Okay, so the knees going out, hands on the hips, chest up to start with. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Nice and bouncy. Bouncy up on the toes. A good pair of trainers makes a big difference for these jumps. So if you started these workouts and got an old pair of trainers, I tell you what, a nice new bouncy pair make a big difference. Good. Where are we at? 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I'm not going to lie, that felt difficult this morning. Good, so make sure you grab a quick drink. Haven't brought one out with me, but never mind. I'll have one afterwards. And the next exercise, as you're having a drink, we're still on these squats, because what I want you to do is build up some tolerance around the knees and the thighs and the legs for these squatting movements, because a lot of things involve a squat. So, with the hands on the head and the elbows wide, we're going to squat and then bring the knee up to the elbow like so. Okay, now those squats don't have to be deep. And I have done it before where I've done hand to knee. If you can't bring the knee up to the elbow, your knee doesn't have to touch the elbow, it's just going in that direction. And also be careful of your funny bones. Your knee's a lot stronger than your elbow, so if you knee your elbow, it doesn't feel particularly good. So we've got 30 seconds. Hands on your head. Off we go. Squat, knee to elbow, squat, knee. Good. I'd rather you do these slower and more controlled than rushing them and having bad form. Now, good form here is elbows nice and wide on the squat. Good form is knees nice and wide. So not dropping the knee in. Good. And stop. Lovely. So I can't do another shoulder bridge in between. But maybe what we should do is with the legs up and the arms up, we'll do a dead bug. So not all of you will be able to do a full dead bug here. So if you want to have one leg on the floor, then do. I've got the wrong arm there. And we'll do 15 seconds of each. You can do the full one if you want to. You know who you are. Swap sides. Drawing in your tummy. Relax your breathing. 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Coming back up. Good, good. All right, so we've got our squat, cross, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, hands behind your head, and off we go. Squat, cross. Good work. Remember, that squat can be as low or as shallow as you like. In fact, one nice tip here, push up through that standing leg and squeeze your glute. That will make that whole leg work beautifully. Good. 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Onto the floor. Good work. Every exercise I try to make as whole body as possible, and that really taps into your fat burning. Okay, so remember, one leg on the floor if you need to. With these, draw in that lower tummy. Stretch the leg a little bit higher to make it slightly easier. Out and along the floor to make it a bit harder. Good. 4. One more each side. Brilliant. And come back up. Lovely. Okay, so we've got the same thing again. Legs out, hands behind your head. And 3, 2, 1, off we go. Squat, knee. Squat, knee. Brilliant. Squeeze your bum. Bring that leg up. Good. Keep the elbows going out in between. Don't keep them across your body. Squat and cross. 10 seconds to go. Don't usually look at my watch at that time. Obviously struggling today. Good. 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. All right, good stuff. So we've done a lot of legs there, to be honest, haven't we? So we're going to move on to an arm exercise for this next one. And there is nothing better than just straight up press ups for 30 seconds. Now then, you've got your different options, your box press up, your half press up, or your full press up on your toes there. So it depends on what level you are, but you just got to take it at whatever speed you feel comfortable doing. But what I really want you to do is get your chest right down to the floor. Your chest won't touch the floor, but you get your chest right down to the floor. So be strict with yourself, basically. Okay, I'm going to do my half press ups because that's where I feel like I do my best work. So we're going to have 30 seconds. Assume your position. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Down and up. Good. Try and keep your shoulder blades apart. And straighten your elbows fully. Don't snap them back, but straighten the elbows fully. Nearly there. And stop. So lovely exercises to do in between are these nice ones with your arms down by your side. And in fact, let's change this a little bit. So arms out to the side there. You can see hopefully my position. Tuck your chin, forehead on the mat, tuck your bottom under, legs on the mat, up and down with your arms. Relaxing your breathing. Pulling those shoulder blades together as you lift, trying to lift simultaneously through the hands and the elbows. So your forearms are flat with the floor. Good. 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. So adjust your level of press ups depending on how you felt on the last one. If you're okay, then stick with it. Okay, but we have another set of 30 seconds. All right, and off we go. Good. As far as the knees are concerned, a lot of you, I'm sure, will be finding pressure on the knees. But if you look, I'm quite far forwards on my knees and the fleshy bit above them, which actually really helps. Getting that chest down to the floor each time. I'll tell you what, I'm not usually this strict with my press-ups. Good work. Okay, on to your front again. Good. Arms out to the side, tuck your chin, bottom under, lifting up. Now there will be some of you with wrist problems for these, and if you do want to carry on with HiiT workouts, you might want to get 2 blocks that you can hold on to instead, that you can do press-ups onto, which are just 2 little bars that you can hold on to. Or just even some hand weights can make a difference. 2, 1. So there are ways and means if you have sore wrists of doing these exercises. I do know some people do them on the fists, don't they, there? And I have been known to do press-ups a little bit like this just when my wrists have got a little bit sore, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend that because that gives you other problems with your fingers. Okay, so we've got one last set of press-ups. 3, 2, 1, and off we go. Good, drawing in your tummy, elbows out to the side, chest as low as you can. And frankly, if your tummy touches the floor first, you know that you're arching your back a little bit too much. I tell you what, I'll be doing these all the time, making sure that chest gets lower. It makes such a difference. Last one. Oh my gosh, sit back on your heels. Good, and I tell you what, before we stretch off, I've got a little treat for you guys today. I'm wanting to add a little bit of abs at the end, some sneaky, quick abs at the end, just to make sure you're working all of those body parts. So before we cool down and before we get our breath back even, feet hip width apart, hands behind your head, on your back, find a little arch in your lower back, draw in through your tummy, and we're going to do 30 crunches. But the first lot here, and I want you to crunch that little bit higher than you want to. So you crunch and then you push into it. 4, keeping that arch in the back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right leg up now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then swap, do the other leg. 1, 2, nearly there. Stop my timer. Crunch that a little bit higher than you want to. And I tell you what, I'm going to sneak another 10 in, both legs up. 1, 2, 3. Feet on the floor if you want to. 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. I'm going to sneak those abs in at the end of each session just to give you a little bit of everything. So quad stretches, bend your knee, tuck your bottom under, draw in through your tummy, shoulders down. Good, we made it. They're getting harder, right? These HiiT workouts. If you are struggling, do not worry. It might just mean that you need a little bit of time on the lower level. So go back, 3 or 4 workouts. They're all numbered. And do those a couple more times. It'll make you stronger. If there's a particular workout or a particular exercise that you're struggling with a little bit, like press-ups, do some every day. Good, hamstrings, every day, that's the key. Brilliant. And another way, if you're really struggling with all of the HiiT workouts, add more Pilates in. The stronger you get with Pilates, the stronger you get with your core, the better you'll feel with the HiiT workouts. The Pilates is like scaffolding for your body. Step your legs out, bend your knees, push your knees out to the side. But you will get there, and there is something for everybody. Good. I've got HiiT workouts for people with ankle injuries or knee injuries. So if you have sore knees or sore ankles, then stick with those workouts. Good. Roll your shoulders. And well done. Please remember to like this video, make sure you're subscribed and share it with your friends. Just all helps me to grow my channel. Take care, guys.